Who's the bigger baby when sick? Who's the social butterfly? Who's the messy one? Who works out more? Who requires more attention?
They coming?
Police say a woman is still missing after being abducted from her job this morning. 27-year-old ANDREA LLOYD works as a caretaker at a home.
That's where she was when we're told she opened the door to a man who beat her and dragged her into his car against her will. Here's CBS 4's Joel Waldman with more details.
In news, unfortunately, we covered too many of these stories, but I can't remember a time in recent memory when so many family members showed up in such a short amount of time, desperate for ANDREA to come back home safely.
It's hard. It's hard because, you know, I mean, she's the type of person, she always calls her dad because we got so much love in the family.
Comforted by all that love, Patriarch Arnold Lloyd, a modest family man, told us he only wants one thing this holiday season.
Everybody know me. I don't beg for nothing. When I'm begging for my daughter to come home, I don't beg for nothing. I don't beg for nothing. But I'm begging for my daughter to come home.
The baby of his 12 children, ANDREA LLOYD, never returned home from her job as a caretaker at this South Miami-Dade group home where the 27-year-old worked as a supervisor.
For her not to have contacted any of us, something is wrong.
Miami-Dade police confirming something did in fact go drastically wrong overnight. They say surveillance video revealed a disturbing scene after a man showed up at ANDREA's job just after midnight.
This male proceeded to batter her and eventually, during the altercation, pushed her inside of a vehicle and drove off in an unknown direction.
Police say she was dragged and forced into a white Honda Civic with Florida tag Y650DL. ANDREA's family tells us they have a hunch who her attacker is, but were asked by police to keep it to themselves for now.
ANDREA is not the type person that will leave with a stranger. And the information and the evidence that the detectives shared with us indicates that she was very familiar with the person that abducted her.
The mother of two young boys herself, ANDREA's family says she would never leave them alone.
She works, she takes care of her kids. She works, she takes care of her kids. That's her life.
She's an angel. She's an angel. I mean, it's a real angel.
We are continuing to use all of our resources to be able to find ANDREA.
Into the evening, 7 Skyforce above as daylight turns to night, and the dire search for 27-year-old ANDREA LLOYD continues. Miami-Dade PD saying they detained her boyfriend after a family member saw him in a heavily wooded area near 130th Avenue and Southwest 328th Street.
We responded immediately, we observed the boyfriend, and we have detained him.
Police say a cadaver dog also alerted them to something not too far from where the boyfriend was seen. Overcome with emotion, ANDREA's family wait in angst for any word about where she is.
Where's she at?
Police tell 7 News ANDREA was beaten and then abducted while she was working as a caretaker at a home near Southwest 285th Terrace and 137th Avenue around 12:30 Tuesday morning. Detectives say whoever did this dragged and forced her into her white Honda Civic with Florida plates Y650DL.
It had to take 2 people. Somebody to take one person down and drop them off because they took her car with her.
Families say ANDREA is a mother and just a few weeks pregnant with her 3rd baby. They're anxious for answers and holding on to hope that ANDREA and her unborn baby are found soon.
You know, I think she's alive. Probably tied up or something like that. That's what I'm thinking.
Breaking overnight while you were sleeping, Miami-Dade police charged a man for abducting and killing a Southwest Miami-Dade woman. This is a look at that suspect, 32-year-old Xavier Johnson. Police making the arrest after finding the suspect near where human remains were discovered.
CBS 4's Deborah Souverain, she's live at the jail in West Miami-Dade. That's where he's being held this morning. Deborah?
Keith, Maribel, Xavier Johnson is being held here, as you mentioned, at TGK. He's facing several charges. Detectives say he was the one that called them and reported Andrea Lloyd missing. And when police arrived to speak to him, they found blood on the porch. New this morning, our first look at the man accused of kidnapping and killing the mother of his children. According to Miami-Dade police, human remains were discovered in this heavily wooded area of Homestead after the victim's family followed Xavier Johnson's pickup truck.
He seemed nervous and a whole lot of things because you got a young man that's out in the bushes and not knowing what to expect. But at that moment, he was just walking around. My nephew done called him and caught him. And when he caught him, he said, "Where are you going?" And he took his phone from him. He said, "Who are you calling?" He said, "That's my phone. Give it to me."
Andrea was last seen on Tuesday. At that time, police say Xavier reported her missing. A cadaver dog located a body in this area after family members tracked down Xavier on the side of the road.
The family member called us. We responded immediately. We observed the boyfriend, and we have detained him. One of our canines alerted to an area, a heavily wooded area.
Miami-Dade police say surveillance cameras show Xavier showing up to this group home where Andrea worked.
She opened the door for him, and they yanked out, throwed her down, grabbed her, throwed her in her own car, and drove away.
Detectives say Xavier confessed to the crime. Now, according to detectives, the human remains that were found have not been identified yet. Xavier Johnson is facing several charges, including first-degree murder and kidnapping.
They treated her boyfriend like one of their own.
Yeah, I feel good, but, you know, they still won't bring back my daughter, you know? Still won't bring back my daughter.
It's now been 48 hours since Andrea Lloyd was abducted by her 32-year-old boyfriend, Xavier Johnson, who is now facing charges for killing Arnold Lloyd's 27-year-old daughter.
She was my everything. She's my everything. She was my everything.
A police source told CBS 4 News that Andrea's remains were found next to Johnson's black pickup truck in a large metal box. Police say Johnson attacked and abducted her early Tuesday from the group home where she worked. The mother of 2 boys was expecting their 3rd child.
Because she was going to leave him. She was tired of him messing around on her, and she was like a wife, not a girlfriend. If I knew anything was wrong, she wouldn't have been there. Because I could have put it in the house myself.
Her uncle, Manuel Lloyd, a family member who found the boyfriend in this wooded area, says they treated Johnson like family.
It hurts me for the fact that sometimes you have loved ones that's so close to you. Hate to get you involved in certain things when it comes to them.
On Monday, Andrea Lloyd posted this on her Facebook. It was a post about narcissistic manipulators, which is actually a red flag one may be in an unhealthy or domestic relationship.
Investigators are confirming the human remains found yesterday did in fact belong to her. Lloyd's boyfriend is in police custody right now in connection with the murder, and today he faced a judge for the first time. CBS source Peter Dench joins us live from the Metro Justice Building in Miami with the very latest. Peter.
Well, Elliot, the judge in this case noted that Andrea Lloyd's boyfriend confessed, and she said this is a death penalty case. Now, her father told me he is heartbroken. He said that she and her boyfriend had been together for the past 11 years, and they had 2 sons together. But he also said that she planned to leave him, and that may have led to what happened here.
Sir, you were arrested for 1 count of first-degree murder, 1 count of kidnapping.
Circuit Judge Mindy Glazer finds probable cause for the charges against 32-year-old Xavier Johnson in the murder of his girlfriend, 27-year-old Andrea Lloyd.
He made a statement confessing to kidnapping and killing the victim. And this is a serious case. This may be a death penalty case.
We spoke with Lloyd's father about the arrest of Johnson.
Yeah, I feel good, but, you know, they still won't bring back my daughter, you know? Still won't bring back my daughter. So, but right now, I got to go.
She meant so much to you.
Hey, she was my everything. She was my everything. She was my everything.
She's always checking on you, making sure you're okay?
Every day. And her baby stuck in my arms all night last night.
You glad at least they moved quickly and they made an arrest? How do you feel about them making an arrest?
I feel good with having an arrest. But if it weren't for my family, you know, it wouldn't have got that far.
Lloyd is referring to a family member calling 911, saying Johnson was seen Wednesday in a wooded area near Homestead Miami Speedway. A police source told CBS 4 that Andrea's remains were found next to Johnson's black pickup truck in a large metal box. Police say Johnson attacked and abducted her early Tuesday from the group home where she worked. The mother of 2 boys was expecting their 3rd child. And she was with this guy, her boyfriend, for what, 11 years?
11 years, yeah.
11 years.
Yeah, 11 years.
And did you ever think anything like this?
If I knew anything was wrong, she wouldn't have been there. Because I could have put her in the house myself.
Any idea why this might have happened?
Because she was going to leave him.
She was going to leave him?
Because she was tired of him messing around on her, and she was like a wife, not a girlfriend.
How are you getting along right now? How are you dealing with this?
It's rough, but I got to take, you know, I mean, if it weren't for all my other kids, it'd probably be a lot worse. But I got so many kids, and they all, you know, is my backbone.
A custody hearing was held today for Andrea Lloyd's children. They are currently in the care of the maternal grandfather, Arnold Lloyd. DCF has recommended no contact with their father, Xavier Johnson, until a therapist determines what's best for the kids.
Sir, can you afford to pay for a lawyer?
Private attorney, yes.
Do you have an attorney?
Yes.
Who's your lawyer?
I don't have one yet, but I'm gonna get one.
Great. Would you have money to pay for an attorney?
Yes.
How much money do you have? Do you own a home?
You say what?
Do you own a home?
Nah. I have property.
You own property?
Yes.
What's the value of that property?
I have vehicles, I have jet skis, I have mini bikes.
All right. Would you like me to appoint the public defender's office for you until such time that you're able to hire a private lawyer? These are pretty serious charges.
No, I'm just gonna get a lawyer.
Pardon me?
I'm just gonna go to the lawyer.
Okay.